Hello there, friends! The new season of the Tier 1 CS starts tomorrow, which means it's time to make the last preparations within the teams. Cloud9 officially announced the reshuffles, there are replacements in other teams too, and of course, we've been introduced to a lot of news, interviews and much more. I wanted to post this video after the first Blast matches, but there's just too much going on. So, without further ado, let's get straight to it. Obviously, the main news of the recent days has been Cloud9's announcement of Buster's addition to the team's lineup. It is clear that this isn't a surprise to us. Rumors have been going around this for a month maybe, and it has become official now. Cloud9 removed Inters and took Buster instead of him. But, well, the fans did not welcome the new player very warmly. If you decide to read the comments on social networks, you'll see how people started calling them Cloud 8. Either they will not rise above the 8th place in the HLTV's rating now, or it might be a reference to the fact that there were 9 of them originally, and now there are 8. You can interpret it as you like, but in general, Buster wasn't greeted by the audience in a good way. And if you go to his Faceit account, you will see that he played only 11 matches last year and won only 3 of them. This year he has already played 17 matches and won only 6. So you can easily say that his statistics are not the most spectacular, at least those on Faceit. Buster hasn't played on the pro scene since May of last year, and that is more than 6 months. It is unclear how quickly he will regain his shape, and here's what Shiro wrote. It's always hard to break up with someone with whom you've gone the hard way from the beginning to today. Inters, I want to wish you always achieve your goals. I know that you work very hard to get better every day. Thank you for everything you have done for us. Other team members also decided to say goodbye, and that's how this story ended. Now a new completely different one is about to begin. Do you think this decision will benefit the team, or was it a big mistake after all? Don't forget to write your opinions in the comments below so we can discuss. Anyways, I think Inters will quickly find a new team. Besides, now a bunch of orgs are holding reshuffles. For example, Force. Recently they took Crad and the 5th place in the team remained vacant. But now it seems to have been taken by Forrester. He will play for the team at the ESL Pro League qualifiers. Apparently the Bad Boom project was indeed frozen, since the potential players of the squad are leaving to become members of other teams. Well, and as for Force, this can turn out to be a great boost. We'll see how it will actually end up. By the way, since we've touched the topic of Bad Boom, there is a new info from Overdrive about this project. Firstly, it turns out that Boomich will not necessarily be the captain of this team. In fact, it seems that he looks forward to taking the role of a tough rifler. If you believe the rumors, Nickelback was supposed to be the captain, but we'll talk about him a little later. As for Bad Boom, due to the fact that Kayron went to Outsiders, plus there were some other things happening that we don't know about, they decided to freeze the project for several months. They came to this solution because they don't want to assemble a team purely for the sake of a hype, but plan to make a really strong squad, as they have already done in Dota 2. Boomich is of course now the most stellar and experienced player from the CIS, so basically he's the first in line to become a member of the squad. Plus he's a free agent now, so everything will depend on Deco. If I understood it correctly, his contract ends in April of this year, and OneWin will try their best to keep him, but if it doesn't work out, then most likely he will be in the new Bad Boom lineup. So there are also Inters, Norbert, Alien and a bunch of other interesting options. In general, all that's left for us is to wait. It will be very interesting. And now I have some very useful info for you guys. Many of you might still buy games for full price on Steam Market and play CSGO without Prime, meeting cheaters in every match. And I found a solution for you. Zelenka Guru Market. Here you can find certified Steam accounts with purchased games or Prime. It's a huge marketplace, where efficiency and fairness are verified. So you can buy whatever you want with no worries and enjoy. You can trust them. They have reviews, ratings and even a 12-hour warranty, in case anything happens with your newly acquired account. Regardless if it's EGS, Steam or any other. The support will answer you ASAP and will return your money if anything happens. There's also a forum where you can participate in games giveaways, discuss any sorts of questions, or simply find like-minded people. You can read reviews, learn people's opinion and ask which VPN is the best right now. That is, learn anything you want here. Just follow the link in the description and save your own money. Thanks for watching the ad, and let's continue. Well, and this is not the end of the news on reshuffles yet. On the contrary, we are to discover many more. Since we have mentioned Nickelback earlier, it looks like he will become the new captain of One Win. At least Deco wrote about it in his Telegram channel. Before that, he complained that they have a match the other day and the team still didn't have a fifth player. So apparently they found one. In Europe, however, official announcements are in full swing. Many have wondered what kind of new Swedish lineup will Godsend present. Is there really going to be Forest? Maybe old Get Right will come back? No. Everything turned out to be much simpler. The lineup includes Plopsky, ZTR, Draken, Rusty and Joel. 3 of them had once played in NIP's lineup. While other teams are abandoning national teams and moving to international rosters, Godsend decided to try and take the old way. Now the roster looks like an ordinary team from Tier 2 scene, but maybe these guys will show a decent play. Only time will tell. And we have some more official replacements to discuss. This time in Imperial, Jota will play instead of Fer. Well, nothing new here as well, we've already heard about it in rumors. It looks like this is the end of the career for a once very tough player. By the way, this is not the only thing that happens on the Brazilian scene. We hadn't heard about the Flaxo for a couple of months, right? It was some kind of another Brazilian team, nothing special. The thing is, they just invest some big amounts of money in their composition. According to rumors, they bought out some players for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And now the legendary Zeus has also joined the team. He says that in terms of firepower, this is the best team in Brazil, even stronger than Furia. And now they've bought themselves an Oper history. According to various insiders, they also paid a lot. Some sources say about $100,000. I have no idea if they will succeed or not, but it seems to me that the investors believe in them. They have no doubts. Now let's dive into the French pro scene for a while. As I told you in the last video, Heat had faced great financial difficulties. They owed a lot of money to Jax and Bodhi and therefore decided to reassemble their roster, which was not bringing any results. In the end, that's what happened. Bodhi and Afro left the team yesterday. According to rumors, Bodhi will move to Falcons to join Kenny, and Afro will switch to LCDC and Amanek. In general now, because of the major in Paris, the French scene has become very active. Kenny is back to business, others are not AFK too. Shox has some kind of a plan. By the way, after leaving Liquid, we haven't been able to see any action from him, and all this time he was assembling his new lineup. He took his old pal Smiths and other 3 Frenchmen to be in that roster, and when they find the 5th player, Smiths will get the role of a coach. Shox himself says that he assembles a composition for the sake of a major and plans to participate in it. Surely we all want to believe in this, but it is hard to do so now. And let's move on. Now, next up we have changes in North American scene. Remember Junior? He used to play in Furia, then was a part of a Complexity squad, and now he has been invited to EG Black. And all because their sniper moved to the core team of Evil Geniuses. Wiz will now officially replace Cirque at upcoming tournaments. Now it's clear why EG has so many lineups. There are no results whatsoever, but players can be moved back and forth. While some teams have no less than 15 players, others have difficulties. TSM wanted to join CSGO with a new superstar squad earlier this year, but something went completely wrong. Their vice president spoke out and said that they did not have the time to assemble the combat team for the qualifiers of the major, so they will do it closer to the second half of the season. Okay, we'll be waiting. And finally, we've got at least some comments from Jim about the replacement of Norbert with Kayron. In fact, everything is quite clear in the announcement. There is no much to add. We needed a player like Ikinder to make our system open to the fullest. This decision was made by everyone, players and org. There is no other way. Everything was open and there was no bad blood. We are playing in the next tournaments with Kayron and then we will see. Well, and here's the last thing about reshuffles. Sam Dayang did not sit without the team for a long time and now he will play for Monte, together with Woro 2K. First he came to replace Fessor, who had recently had surgery, and well, SDY looks good on the tier 2 scene. The team managed to win all the matches with him, and apparently that's why the org decided to officially replace Fessor with SDY. We wish him and his new team good luck in the upcoming season. Well, and once we remembered about the former Navi player, then we have to mention Electronic. He decided to change his relationship status in the Russian language social network VK to married, and then posted a photo with his family with the caption, "This is my life." Apparently they got back together, so everything is fine again. Under the last video, people People called Electronic all sorts of names, since he hadn't chosen his family as a priority because of Na'vi. We do not know the whole truth, it was only a fan theory. By the way, there are a lot of discussions going on whether Electronic should be left in the position of a captain. For example, Pimp believes that the answer to that question is definitely negative. Electronic did not get into the top 20 for the god only know how many years due to a change of rules, and Na'vi didn't win any trophies since that last blast. Thorin also offered an interesting solution to reunite m0NESY and Na'vi. Technically speaking, Simple is a sniper because he plays with this weapon. He makes most frags with it. But when we talk about AWP and especially create a separate nomination for them, in fact, this word describes the whole role. Is Simple a sniper in the sense of a role? I think Na'vi is somewhat too cynical because they let other snipers go. m0NESY, Hat-Trick. The thing is that if I had known how much m0NESY would grow, I would have continued to work with him, because Simple can definitely play on rifle and do as many frags as he does with AWP. But for me, everything is determined by what we mean by the word sniper. If we are talking about a classic sniper, I would call Shiro the best one. He has a more traditional approach, not like the style of Simple. I think it would be cool to see m0NESY and Simple in the same team one day, but Na'vi let go of their main talents, as they did with Hat-Trick. He is already streaming there in full swing with Alexi B, and well, he made a mess on the keyboard.
Play. Maybe if there's one more question, I will ask it. He just spilled some Red Bull. Is there any paper? Oh no! You need to save my mousepad, bro. Just run. Dude spilled Red Bull all over my mousepad.
This week was full of news, the awards from HLTV, and we got introduced to the top 1 in the world. And also there was a lot of reshuffles. Before Blast, I decided to give the information about all this, so that further we will discuss purely the tournament itself and the news related to it. Sub to my channel so that you don't miss anything CSGO related. See you soon.